WQAD News 8's The Score.
We need to bring the fight tonight.
The Quad City's only half-hour high school football show.
Can we win a football game? Let's go take care of our business!
The Score, sponsored by Temple's AdCraft, Crawford Company, Blackhawk Bank and Trust, and Midwest Complete Construction.
Welcome to week 10 of The Score, and as we mentioned, this patio thing has been a lot of fun. We've done it for a couple years. Great idea by, I believe, Corey Cuffler. But it's on a night like tonight that I rethink it a little bit. And you can see our breath.
When I came up with this idea 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it's been, I didn't envision cold nights in October like this.
Hey, at least it's not snowing. I mean, it feels like it could.
And
then last year we introduced the guest grillers, and we had a young lady, a young aspiring just go-getter here at the station.
Hungry.
She had dreams of being said guest griller. Well, she's modest, but somebody is the IBA Illinois Reporter of the Year.
And Investigative Reporter of the Year.
So we figured, let's class the place up a little bit. The one and only Shelby Kluber. Is this everything you imagined and then some? What was that dance again?
I thought I had a walk-up. I thought I had a walk-up song at this moment. I thought you were going to play
You
something.
should. Do you know how to grill? I see said boyfriend off in the distance. I am hoping you're going to come save us if things light on fire.
Let's just say this wasn't exactly. I didn't know this ahead of time that this was necessarily happening. So I always thought maybe if I ever was going to be so lucky to be here, I'd have a couple weeks to Google how to grill, to practice.
At least you got these two. They've done plenty of grilling, so they can help.
So you're going to focus on that. We're going to get to the football, and we'll get to all the good food here in just a little bit. But we start with a good one up at Eldridge.
Yeah, let's head up to North Scott and Lancers Stadium as the 7-2 North Scott Lancers hosting Decorah. First quarter, North Scott's Kyler Girardi will get hit at the line of scrimmage, and somehow Jerry Burt lost him. I don't understand how that happened. This guy is awesome, but he did find him again, and Girardi found his way 41 yards to the end zone for a 7-0 score. Later in the first, Girardi will break loose from the 50-yard line as he gets through the line, and you know what's going to happen. He's going to take it to the house, 50 yards for the score. And a 14-0 lead. Second quarter action, we'll have Girardi hitting Kai Smith for a 10-yard touchdown pass. That'll make it 21-0 at the break. Third quarter, North Scott's Jace Tippett and the defense will get involved in this one and do something special. Check this out. The pass goes up, and Tippett steps in front, picking the pass off, getting the offense back on the field, and that's going to set up a handoff to Owen Jordal. This one will go for 26 yards and a score. Let's check the final score. Lancers are moving on, 35-7 winners. And now we are joined by the head coach from North Scott, Kevin Tippett. Coach, congratulations on the win. It's always nice to win that first one at home, but what did you see out of your guys tonight that got you the win?
Well, I thank you guys. I appreciate it. It was, it was nice. We got off to a fast start, and our kids were motivated, and we talked all week about trying to get off to a fast start offensively, and the defense set us up in some good field positions early too.
Coach, you look nice and cozy at home, but or inside, I should say. I don't know where you're at per se, but it was football weather. Do your guys embrace this? It's a different vibe, a different feel. We're not in warm weather or anything anymore. It was real football weather, and it felt like a real football type of night.
It did. It was a little crisp in the air, and it's kind of always interesting to see which one of your players, how many of them go short sleeves, and then they get to the sideline and they want to put the jacket on. But yeah, it felt like football the other night. It was nice.
One step closer to the Dome. Just what do you guys have to do next week to get it done?
Well, we got West Dubuque, and they're a heck of a football team, and they're ranked number 1 for a reason, and they got us earlier in the year. But we got to continue to get better, and we got to execute better than we did up there several weeks ago. That was early in the year, but we're going to enjoy this one tonight, and they're hard to come.
Hey, we had the highlights of Jace picking off a pass. Who do you get those hands from?
Yeah, that would probably be his athletic ability all from mom, not dad. But yeah, it was kind of funny. I mean, coaching most of the offense, I didn't get to see it, but it was kind of fun watching on video later. So I'm taping this. I'll watch it later.
One of these days, probably not this year, but one of these days we're gonna get you over to the studio or to this patio. She's making shish kebabs, steak shish kebabs. It doesn't sound too
That
bad.
sounds amazing.
You're missing out.
If they get made, they're putting stuff on the grill.
Yeah, she should be working. So, hey, Coach, we know you got a lot of work to get to. We always appreciate your time. Best of luck next week. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, more action. Speaking of teams looking for revenge, Camille.
Let's head to Tuval Stadium. It's Bettendorf hosting Iowa City High for the second straight week. Bulldogs strike first. Gavin Barta, a 9-yard house call. The Bulldogs would leave 7-0 early. Second quarter, we're tied 7-7. Little Hawks looking for their first lead of the game on 3rd and goal, but it's picked off in the end zone. Jackson Lever, a huge defensive stop. The Bulldogs would go back on offense. QB1, Charlie Zimmerman airs it out. A wide open Cohen Fleming, 19 yards. Bulldogs back on top 14-7. City High ties things up 14 at the break. We go to the second half. Jacob Whipple does it all himself, 37 yards. Bulldogs would extend the lead to 6. And after 2 offsides from City High, Bulldogs decide to go for 2. Amari Washington, the direct snap, and he would get in. 2-point conversion's good. They're up 22-14. How about this? Caden Burr knocking in a 49-yard field goal. That would put them up 11 with under 2 to go in the third. We skip all the way to the fourth, under 5 to go, the same score. But Jacob Whipple says, I'll get one more. 18 yards. Bulldogs would go up 32-14. They get revenge on a team that beat them just a week ago.
It feels amazing, especially, it's like deja vu, not really. But playing here against the same team, it was just nice to get back against them because they're a great team. We know we had the chance to beat them again, and we wanted to take advantage of the opportunity. So it's all about heart, really, and having passion to come back and win against them. And we knew it was on the line, especially me. We thought this would be our last home game, but number 13 seed Centennial beat Waukee Northwest. So we're going to be back here again. So everyone was just laying it on the line for them.
It just shows how much work we put in and how much effort we show towards the sport. And we just want to keep going and going and going, and I have a feeling we might.
We found a way to survive and advance, like the cliche says, and our kids are resilient. And we got kicked, we got knocked down last week, and we found a way to get back up and got after it, and it's just a great win, great team win.
Congrats to Bettendorf. Let's head to Spartan Stadium, Pleasant Valley, taking on West Des Moines Valley for the 3rd straight year. Second time in the first round. Last year, Tigers got the best of them. They were up 10-0 in this one. Corey Kipper fools everyone, including yours truly. It's week 10. I'm better.
Can you believe that?
No way.
Better than that.
Don't believe it.
No, it was 10-7. Later on, it's Spartans taking their first lead of the game. Tate Ryan goes in from 19 yards out, 14-10. But it was 17-14 Valley at the half. To the third quarter we go. Valley adding to the lead. Damon Head with the touchdown from 8 yards out, 24-14. But Pleasant Valley would not go quietly. Fourth quarter, it's Kipper again, keeping it one more time. Ooh, a little better on that one. 15-yard touchdown, 24-21. Spartans within 3, but late in this one. Final minutes, Valley with the quarterback sneak and the touchdown. And it is West Des Moines Valley coming into Pleasant Valley and knocking off the Spartans for the second straight season. 31-21, your final and that one.
Hey, in 3A, Assumption looking for their first postseason win since 2020 at West Delaware. First quarter, first drive, Assumption's Jake Timmons. Ball goes on the ground, picked up by Rhett Schaefer. Next drive for Assumption. Timmons this time would find his way into the end zone and score. The Knights would take a 7-0 lead. Second quarter for Assumption. They're down 30-7, and Angelo Jackson does something special after the touchdown. The ensuing kickoff here. He'll grab it at the 15, find some blockers, find some space. He's going to go 85 yards to the house.
Nice.
That'll cut it to 30-13. Knights down by 17 right before the half. Assumption looking at cutting that lead just a little bit more. It's Bauer Caspers catching a touchdown. It would be 30-20 at the half in this one. And Assumption's season does come to an end with a tough loss, 58-45.
In 2A, a nice matchup between local teams. Meepo hosting Comanche. Minneapolis looking good. This is Jackson Hutchinson with the 39-yard pickup and a big first down for the home team. And they would keep it on the ground. Later on, it's Hutchinson capping off what he started. 2-yard touchdown run. Minneapolis in front. Then a little defense. Comanche puts the ball on the turf. It's recovered by Meepo. That would lead to some defense for Comanche. They come up with a nice play right here as they come up with the big interception just before as the defender wrestled it away. We go to the second half. Mediapolis, it's Drew Miller to Aiden Nelson for the touchdown right there. And then it's Jackson Hutchinson. We saw him right there. It was 20-0 at that point. We'll show you a final. This one, all Meepo, they win 27-0. And we're joined now by the head coach of the Bulldogs, our good friend Brian Borson. And you're a busy man these days. Before we get to the football, you're now an athletic director, so you're not driving at this time. You're being safe, we know that, but you're on your way to cross country, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. Heading up to Fort Dodge in the morning, so I want to get a head start, and excited to watch our guys run tomorrow. They've had an outstanding season. They got a shot to do some really cool things.
Very cool, but we stick with some football. I know you've been happy with your team this season. To come out in this round and to have a performance like that, what does it say about your guys, your staff, and what's going on in Meepo right now?
Yeah, I couldn't be more proud of our staff and our guys. I thought we put a real solid defensive game plan together to kind of minimize some of the things that Comanche does. They have an outstanding team, a lot of good players, well coached, and they play hard. And I couldn't be more proud of how our kids responded to that. To our game plan that we had. And really, we talked about being the more physical team and buying into that. I think we're able to do that, especially as the game wore on. We're able to, some of our short gains became a little bit longer, and our D-line and all of our defense really brought the physicality in the second half. And I couldn't be more proud of how the kids responded and how they bought in, throughout the season.
Coach, you got 2 wins so far in the postseason, but you got this guy named Drew Miller, who's the #1 kicker in the country, or punter in the country. Have you had to use him much, and how much of an asset is he when you do have to use him?
Oh, Drew's phenomenal. I mean, there's a reason why he is ranked where he is, and where he's going to go play next year, and all those good things. But Drew's done an outstanding job in really all the phases of our kicking game. Whether our punt team's been really solid all year. We've had the luxury of having most of our kicks be touchbacks, so you're kind of consistently putting teams in tough situations. I think the thing that goes unnoticed a little bit about it is how well Drew's done as far as placing punts inside the 10. For instance, last week we started 2. Animos had to start 2 possessions on the 1-yard line. Ultimately it's going to help our defense out and help our team. But he's done a great job and really has been a leader of our special teams, kind of helping all of those guys understand some of the ins and outs of it. And like I said, couldn't be more proud of him. He's a phenomenal kicker and a phenomenal punter.
Coach, we appreciate you. Let's do this next week after another victory. What do you say?
I appreciate it. Hope that won't be in a van somewhere.
Drive safely. We appreciate you. Cuff, let's get back to the action.
All right,
Check
let's go to Wilton and Iowa City Regina. A rematch of just a couple of weeks ago. It's their only loss of the season for Wilton. A long run here sets up a 2nd and goal for William Aitchison for a 6-yard touchdown. Missed extra point makes it 6-0. It would not be Wilton's night tonight as they fall in this one. Checking the final score, 33-18. Wilton's season comes to an end.
A lot of great football, a lot of great food. Shelby is kind of working.
I'm freaking out over here.
She's trying. Hey, they look good.
Our burgers look good.
Hear that, everyone?
They look
Look at
good.
those things.
We're ready to sample those soon. We got a lot more football on the Illinois side to get to in just a minute. Don't go away.
What's up, guys? My name is Logan Lee. Whenever I'm back in the Quad Cities, I always make sure to turn on my favorite TV show, The Score. Woo! Let's go!
Welcome back to the score. Let's start in 3A as we get back to the highlights. Kewanee in the postseason hosting Peoria at Notre Dame. And let's go first drive, 4th and long from the row 45. Peoria Notre Dame goes forward, but not so fast. Kewanee's Cruz Paredes is there to make the stop first short of the first down. And then the Boilermakers offense goes to work. Brady Clark fires to Draven Peterson down to the 2-yard line. They get in for a touchdown. And this one does not turn out the way they would like as they fall in the opening round, 28-13.
Let's go to 3A, and it is Monmouth Roseville on the road taking on North Boone. That's a first down by the quarterback for Monmouth Roseville to continue to move the chains. Later on in the drive, it is more from Monmouth Roseville as Tyler Finicum goes in for the 12-yard touchdown that made it 7-0. How about a little defense? It is Lars Berggren with the huge interception. Monmouth Roseville thinking upset, and it looked even better after Finicum goes in for the touchdown. This one all Monmouth Roseville. Hats off to Coach Adolphson and company. They cruise 35-14, your final in that one. Stark County, perfect on the season, but they had a battle tonight with Princeville. Down at this point, 20-13, but they go to work. Luke Rewerts keeps it, picks up 15 yards and a big first down for the Rebels. And it is their star quarterback doing it with the arm next. Here he rolls out the other way, finds Connor Dahm for the nice pickup inside the 5. That would lead to a Rewerts touchdown to tie it. Stark County comes back to win this one. They're moving on 34-20, your final score.
8-man playoffs underway. It's Milledgeville hosting Orangeville. Let's get to the second quarter. Missiles on offense. Connor Nye would flip an underhanded pass to Spencer Nye. Missiles pick up the first down. Then later on that drive, it's Connor Johnson. He takes the pitch and would find the end zone. Milledgeville would go up 6-0 after that. Let's check out a final. The Missiles are moving on. They would win 56-8.
Some more scores from the Illinois side. It is Ridgewood moving on. An 8-man. They knock out South Fork 42-30. We didn't show you Shelby because the entire grill is on fire.
God.
No, I'm just kidding. Halftime here on the score. Will be right back.
My name is Matthew Bailey, and every time I come back to the Quad Cities, I watch my favorite sports team on the score.
The Score Play of the Night is sponsored by Simply Vain.
Tonight's play of the night, we head to Tuval Stadium. Jacob Whipple, the 37-yard house call. Bettendorf would outscore Iowa City High 18-0 the second half to win and move on 32-21. And that's tonight's play of the night.
The grill multi-purpose here is actually, we'll go right to soccer.
Let's go to some highlights from soccer. Bowling looking to win a sectional title. Playing Collegeville for the second straight year. Owen Galt keeps this game 0-0 with a great save there, but later the K-Hawks break through as Chris Munoz beats the defense, goes one-on-one and scores. 1-0 Collinsville. Moline cannot get a goal tonight. They do fall 16-1-3 on the season. 2-0 is your final.
In Iowa, it's state cross country in Fort Dodge. 1A Calamus Wheatland's Noelle Steinis, a three-peat for her. She's the 10th Iowa girl to win 3 or more individual cross country state crowns. She claims gold with a time of 18:22. Congratulations to Noelle.
And congratulations to Shelby, because these look pretty good.
I'd say so myself, actually.
Look at that.
And she's staying warm.
And you miss it because both ladies are over here warming their hands on the grill.
It's cold.
Which
It's
is
really
very,
cold.
very
What they won't tell you is these guys were doing it earlier today.
Yes.
So
We're going to eat. We're also going to look back at the best of the Score, 10 weeks of awesome football and food right after this.
The Score Fan of the Night is sponsored by Millwright Local 2158.
Our fan of the night, a very familiar face, Deanne Kramer, becoming the 15th lady to win a First Lady Award from the state of Iowa. Deanne's been doing this and affecting young people's lives for 35 years. So
She's the best.
She started when she was 2 years old. Congratulations to Deanne Kramer, from one of the best ever to Ryan Stocking. Come on back out here. Ryan, you got about 15 seconds to come back to the
Tyler
grill.
Fincom ran for 3 touchdowns for Monmouth Roseville. For the first time in 5 road playoff games in the first round, the Titans are winners. And Kyler Girardi, 3 touchdowns in the first half, 2 by rushing. The Lancers are 8-1 in their last 9 home playoff games.
How's the
All right,
burger?
we're going to try a burger.
How'd she do? She's back here cheering.
She's jumping and jiving.
ooh, that looks cooked.
It looks good. All right, so we've had 10 weeks of football, and we're going to wrap it all up for you in these next 4 minutes. Thank you for watching The Score this year, and here's the best of the best of the
That's
Score.
so juicy. Look
We'll
at
see
that.
you next year.
Yeah, let's roll it.
Hey, it's here. We've been waiting for it. Right? Been waiting a long time for this one.
fire tonight. We have fire extinguishers everywhere just in case.
And we do need to get to some football. Guest grillers are none other than WQED legends. Can I say that?
Better than has-beens.
You guys are like broccoli, you know, it's an acquired taste.
Talent sets the floor, character sets the ceiling. There's no pressure to work towards greatness. You play for that name across your chest. You play for the guy next to you.
And there's low expectations tonight. We're going to keep the grill from being on fire.
Nope, no fires.
But we're going to do pork chop sandwiches.
Anger. Hey, it's great seeing you. You look phenomenal. I know you do a lot of stuff with leadership.
Thanks, Pat.
You do a lot of
Trying to be
leadership
like
stuff with these kids. What book are you reading right now?
It's the Legacy book with the All Blacks, the New Zealand All Blacks.
It's a great one.
That's right.
Well,
You're still a snot-nosed whippersnapper.
I am. Although you said you're the grizzled veteran, I think we're turning into those grizzled
I
veterans
know it.
right now. So
It all comes back.
We almost have a grill, Mark. Wait, can I just say though, R.I.P. Dick Buttkiss.
Yes, absolutely.